Let's welcome our esteemed panelists. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tejasvi Prakash, Gohar Khan, Mugdha Godse, Sumit Vyas, and Shreya Pilgaonkar. And the moderator for the masterclass will be Meena Iyer. Can we have a huge round of applause for our panelists and moderator?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Okay.
So nice to be here with this esteemed panel, and of course, a great topic that we're discussing. First of all, very grateful to be a part of this world where we talk about the fusion between style and the industry and the showbiz that we're all a part of. I think definitely it goes together. Right from my growing up days, I think if I can only talk about style when it comes to my memories of my childhood, and it was all inspired by what I watched on the telly or on the big screen. I especially remember having been inspired by Kimi Katkar ji. I don't know how many of you all know. Do you all know Kimi Katkar and what a fashionista she was?
We all know.
So, I had my mom specially stitch that Jumma Chumma outfit for me, although it was not stitched with this long trail that it had. It was a short skirt, and I remember wearing it as a, 4 or 5-year-old. That's what fashion and style was, the films. And I definitely think even today, it kind of goes hand in hand, and it's great to be inspired by what we see on the screens, but yes, it has its limitations, and that's where it goes, I guess.
Mukta, would you agree with Gohar on that?
Yes, definitely. Today's, I think not only our showbiz, but style goes with every industry, and everyone is, I'm seeing very, very conscious is not the right word, but aware, I can say, about their style, and they want to portray what they really are. It's not like just what's trending. Of course, that's easy to go, but that needs to go well with you also. So you add your own touch. So that's what, of course, we all are in front of in limelight showbiz, so we all follow style. But then I see other people, I see corporates and everybody doing great styling. And I want to add. Saris are in style too, so it's not only style doesn't mean western, like people just wear beautiful saris. So I've seen people are embracing their individual style and making it lovely. And I remember after doing a film like Fashion, the style was still entering our Bollywood or film industry. So we were little initial days, we were little scared, like, shall I be stylish? Because Gohar, we have walked the ramps, we have worn the best of the outfits, but to wear the same outfits on the red carpet, or no, it was a question. We were thinking, will we be too stylish and people will think, oh, they may not. So that thing was going on, and then suddenly the whole trend changed in 2010 and 11, that everybody is stylish, all the runway outfits are on the red carpet. So it's evolving beautifully, and I'm really happy where we are in this time, and we can all be stylish in our own way. Yeah.
Sumit, as everyone knows, is an actor and a writer, and also, on the way, filmmaker. So, would you agree that you have to marry style into your script at some stage to give to give the film its own identity?
Yeah, style, I do feel that style is an extension of your personality, which is why a lot of people who might not be so called fashionable but come across as very, very stylish. Like I find Jagu Dada very stylish these days.
Yes,
may
he
not
always has
be
been, correct.
following the latest trend, but he's an extremely stylish man. Uh, I find Dhanush stylish. He's extremely stylish. I find so many people, Chiranjeevi stylish. So it and in films, what used to happen back in the day is every movie star had a particular style of acting, a particular style of dressing up, a particular style of portraying their characters. So much so that them portraying the character was the character. They never became someone. It was always Rajkumar as the inspector, Rajkumar as the thief, Devanand as the guide.
Correct.
It was not Devanand becoming the guide. So that's how much of an impact style has in the way people go about it.
Yeah, so Shreya, would you like to add something more on those stylish people whom we've seen over the years?
Absolutely. I think the beauty of cinema has always been that because it's such a visual medium, for every actor, it's not just about creating a character internally. I think we'd all agree that your hair and makeup, your clothes, all of it complements your being so beautifully that those departments are equally responsible when a performance is appreciated. And I've never looked at style as good style and bad style because I think it's not just about what the clothes do to you, but it's also about how you're owning what you're wearing. And all of us today are dressed very differently, but very confidently in what we want to wear. And in fact, if you really look back, like you mentioned, I mean, let's just go back to the OGs. Madhubala ji in Mughal Azam.
Yeah.
Rekha ji. Something as simple as Kareena and Jab We Met started a trend of patiala and loose t-shirts. So I think with every character, there's been, if clothes are sort of looked as like that, it's also to enhance a performance. It's not just about looking good, it's about
Absolutely.
what really elevates you as a performer. And of course, today, yes, everyone's a little bit obsessed now today with respect to, stressed rather, about what does one wear, who are we wearing. But eventually, it doesn't really come down to that. I often ask myself before I go for any event, like, what character do I want to be today? What do I want to have fun with today? It's not really about trying to please anybody or get anyone else's validation as much as what is going to make sure I have a good night where my back is not aching with terrible heels. I mean, sometimes it's okay. Also, there's a myth, yeah? Fashion is not always comfortable, but it's fun. So if it's a little uncomfortable, you got to own it.
Yeah. Tejasvi, I would say, yeah, you are the newest to our lot.
Yeah.
So you must tell us,
Which
must
is why
tell us
it's a lot
your
better.
idea.
Yeah, it's a lot better just sitting here and like listening to all of the great people and like trying to like learn everything I possibly can. So I say the same things in my next panel. So thanks for that. I didn't even pay for it, like guys. That's the best part. So initially, like the question, I mean, I'd like to just say in terms of a film, I think like a style or a fashion does add like a sur to your character, like when you're like showing a certain era, you can just visually see and mentally what you're like going to be seen in this you're going to be seeing in this film or like your series. So I feel like it helps there, but in terms of like your personality, I feel it is important that people also see you for who you really are, because every project that you take up is not going to show your true personality, which is why I feel like lately people have started taking fashion and style very seriously, because we don't get that opportunity in every project that we do, and the only opportunity we do get is the red carpet, or if anything a little bit of a photo shoot post that we do on social media. So like, of course, like when you talk about like oh, it should be comfortable or it should be effortless, I don't think so. I think everybody's got to take like a little bit of an effort to kind of like, I mean, carry it effortlessly. That's a different thing. But like, put in a little bit of a thought into like what you're going to wear, because like people, like especially because I've done daily soaps, people probably could have never imagined me in anything except for saris. And for me, it's all the more important to be seen in like a different way, to also be heard, because a lot of people don't assume like when you look at them like to that the person's going to look a certain way or sound a certain way. So these platforms have really helped. And in terms of like fashion and style, of course, if you do catch someone's eye, like, I mean, what's the harm?
What's the harm?
Yeah.
I just want to add something
Yeah,
to what
sure,
Tejasvi said. I so agree. A lot of times when you've done certain kinds of parts and people have liked you for it, it's very easy for people to box you in a certain kind of a role, and they will not make that effort to be creative. But you want to be reimagined differently. And that's exactly where somewhere social media comes into play, where you want to have fun, you want to show a different look. And I've noticed very often when people have struggled to imagine in your part, that's where you kind of show them that, hey, I can also do this. So that's where I think fashion can really push the envelope.
Yeah, but talking of pushing the envelope, fashion sometimes tends to be slightly outlandish or unrelatable, and that's the kind of style and fashion that comes on screen. So, what do you have to say on that? I mean, do we just imitate, or we think back and see whether it's going to be, more suitable to our way of life, or
I mean, I guess it's done to serve a purpose, especially in films. If a character is dressed a little outlandish or whatever, I don't know. It's like modern art. It does not always have to make sense or have to have some sort of semblance to things. As long as it is helping your narrative move forward, it's making sense, and that's the role it plays. I believe in films. If someone's really outlandish, it is definitely generating a feeling in you, either of resentment or of excitement or of wanting to like break your boundaries and do something crazy or whatever. So it's definitely done with a purpose.
yeah, it's done with a purpose. But all you guys, you all influence so many thousands of fans. So sometimes if Shreya dresses in a particular way, but she also looks in a particular way. So somebody else wants to obviously ape. So does style go with a sense of commitment, responsibility?
I feel like films, especially in India, I think it's such a integral part of our lives that you can't really draw that line of what the impact is going to be on your personal lives as an audience. For example, I say, a film like Maine Pyar Kiya, weren't we all wearing caps that said friend? Even
were.
though, however hideous it looked on maybe a shalwar kameez or that white floral shalwar kameez, today we'd be like, oh my God, what? But that was the influence that that film had. That low-cut blouse that Madhuri
wore.
Dixit wore in Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, it is a trend even today. People want that choli thodi niche karna, wo dori laga dena. So that's the kind of, there is a pro and con in everything, every situation. But I think films, showbiz has such an impact that you can't really take your eye away from that. Of course, there's a certain responsibility, but that's on your personal space. In the showbiz land, in the world of fascination, because it's all fantasy, right? You're all living a life that's not yours. And hence, I think that's the line that you cannot draw, especially when it comes to not just fashion, but also scripts. And that's the argument that we're making, especially this year because of a certain film. But, but even in fashion, I think that's the line that you cannot draw because it's a fantasy that we're living and we have to pick and choose what you relate to.
So Mukta, would you say went when you were growing up, maybe you knew you were going to be in showbiz? Did you cultivate any style, or was that inherent, or how did it happen?
Oh, that is a different story. I never thought I'll be in showbiz. I knew I wanted to do something different, but I come from a Pune, a simple Maharashtrian Brahmin family where nobody would even thought कि I can do this. All I used to say I want to do something different, and my mom used to get scared कि what different she's going to do. But then eventually I took part in. We have done initial
Pune girls,
Pune
yay!
girls. We have done these early teenage contests, and that's how I know Gohar and those silly things, crowns and.
Not silly at all, we won that.
Oh yeah, yes we did. Yeah, I still have pictures. So yeah, so we go long way back. Since age of 16, we are like doing those pageants, and then finally coming to Glad Rags and Miss Indias, and then runways. So it's a long way. So I didn't plan; it just happened. And me being from a regional medium school, I had no clue about fashion. Means I used to look up to her most of the time because she used to be like dress up. I said, yeah, acha, this is going in Vogue. Means though even while walking the runway, I learned. Okay, this is in Vogue, this looks good. I still can't wear long heels. I still can't. Now I have the choice, so I don't have to. but that time it was such a difficult time. But yes, I learned, and then I realized that I don't need to do what fashion. It's oh, no pain, no gain, and all that jazz. I said no. I'm gonna be comfortable in my own things, and I'm gonna wear, even on the red carpet, I'm gonna wear what I'm comfortable. And yes, when you were talking about the responsibility, I think we owe it to our society. We need, I feel personally, if somebody is looking up to me, or some new young teenager is saying ki, oh, I want to be like her, I do get a lot of messages like that. So if somebody, I want to dress up in a way, like I like to be graceful and nice all the time. I can't wear, I envy those girls who can wear those amazing clothes and walk on, because I need to be comfortable in the heels first. You can't wear short heels and wear a short dress. You have to wear long heels. So there goes. So I like to be comfortable, and I think what I do will reflect in the society. So I'm comfortable, and I love wearing saris, and that's how I started my sari brand. So not to promote it, but then that's why I always love wearing saris, and I think it's another very graceful and very beautiful and very sexy attire. So yeah, the responsibility that way comes on us. So, but and in films, that response is not only on your shoulder. There are a lot of people involved, writers and directors and producers. When you are building a character, only what you can do is show the most graceful way and portray it in the most graceful way. So that's what I believe. Yeah.
So, Shreya, would you tell us again, like, Rajnikant flipping a cigarette, or like he said, Jackie, who's always been stylish despite not doing anything, Mr. Bachchan leaving two shirt buttons open in the start of, yeah. So, any of these that have stayed in your mind as style icons?
Honestly, I think you can be incredibly stylish in a white shirt, in a white ganji. I think men in white shirts are very sexy. A lot of it is also the own swag with which you carry your clothes. And I don't mean a pretentious swag, but I mean, like you mentioned, the names you mentioned themselves are so iconic.
Absolutely.
Rajnikant sir, Bachchan sir. But I feel like sometimes it's okay if you don't have it and it somehow just evolves over time. That's also fine. Not everybody has it naturally. Growing up, I couldn't care less about what I was wearing. I don't remember looking at myself in the mirror. It was not something that interested me. It's only over time as an actor that I took that personal interest to develop it. I know so many actors who genuinely are not excited, and that's totally okay. That's on them. Zeenat Amanji, I think today is an icon who's really sort of exemplifying what it means to be so comfortable in her skin, to own her lines, to own her grace. And she's so inspiring for a lot of women today because, it's not about your peak time of looking good. It's really owning your skin and being comfortable in yourself at a particular age and who you are. So it's always nice when we have such examples before us, which sort of is a break from the usual, I would say.
Sorry, I'll just add a little bit, one
Yeah.
small example to that, because of what Mugdha had mentioned about grace and how you have to either be this or that, which is obviously her absolute personal choice, which is great. But reminding me of a great personality who bears the example of grace and much ahead of our times, was also a symbol of sexiness in a bikini, was Sharmila Tagore ji.
Yes.
So I think
Yes.
she is the definition of grace, yet she also was known for her parts when she wore a bikini much earlier on.
Yeah,
60s
Evening
and
in Paris,
70s,
yes.
correct.
Yes.
So yeah, sorry, that's just an example that came into my mind.
Yeah, and still today, when she comes on a current show wearing a chiffon sari, she's still grace and epitome.
So
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
throwing it
Yeah,
out there that it's
correct.
possible to have that, that balance. Yeah.
Even somebody like a Rekha ji, for years, everyone's just in awe of how she dresses and her saris, and it's so classic, it's so simple. But you can identify a person who's really owning it, who's really confident, and it's very easy to identify when people are trying too hard. I think that becomes a little jarring when you're doing things just for the sake of it.
Yeah, Sumit, you were going to tell us something.
No, yeah, that's not stylish. When someone's trying too hard and and you can sense that someone's uncomfortable in the attire they're in. that is the most unstylish thing that you can do, whether you're in films or in life.
Tejasvi, would you say
I honestly, like, when you started asking me about like a style being a little outlandish lately, I honestly feel there are like two kind of people that would love to understand you and know you. One is when they see you a certain way, they would love to see you in that way, right? And they would love that particular outfit on you and how beautifully you carry it. And then there are these other people who would look at it and be like, oh, would I actually buy that? Oh, I'm not sure if I would wear that. I'm not sure if I would. It's up to you. And also, it's extremely important you understand your body type. I know because of the certain body type I have, I can afford to wear a lot of things. But for somebody, it could look borderline vulgar. It could go very wrong in a lot of parts. So you need to understand your body type. You need to understand what you're going to be comfortable wearing and still going to be able to move and talk in a normal way, which is what is going to look really good on you. Like you said, I completely agree. As long as you're playing with your looks, experimenting, of course, there's going to be a lot of times when you go right, a lot of times, a lot more times when you go wrong, I guess. But it's a process of learning what your style is because it's a journey. You never know. You just look up to people, you look up to actors, think of saris, you look at Rekha ji, of course. But is that really you? That's going to take a while. And I think that's a journey that I think everybody should have the freedom to take. Irrespective of what people's judgment is about you, wear what you want, be comfortable, let your talks be what's going to be, echoing when you leave the room. It's never the outfit or your style wearing you, it's you wearing it. I mean, everybody says that, so like.
I just remembered something yesterday in my building. There was a house help, and I saw her wear this. She wears a Navari every day. And yesterday, I mean, there's a heat wave, so it's really hot. And I just looked at her, and she was wearing a Navari with a bindi and a cap and carrying a bag in such a way. And I went to her and I said, "Ki, मी तुमचा photo घेऊ शकते का?" So she said, "Really?" I said, "Yes, you're looking so beautiful." She was just so confident. And I took a picture and I realized that so much of what you see actors wear on screen, a lot of it is also taken, inspired by people.
she must have seen Madgaon Express and seen
No,
Kanchan?
Madgaon Express saw her. They saw her. She didn't see it. So much of it, I mean, we give a lot of credit to film stars and films, but
Like even the patialas and the t-shirt that you were talking about, or was it? I'm not sure. I think that's taken from the girls in Patiala who wear t-shirts and patialas, and now that's become a trend because that's come on the big screen. But I'm sure घर पे यही पहनते हैं.
they just don't realize कि अच्छा मतलब ये मैं fashionable हूँ.
हम भी हैं.
Is it so much more hard for men to be stylish vis-a-vis women? She said that a white shirt and a white trouser is very, very
I think it's the other way around. Like men get away very easily in terms of styling and everything. And even when I'm on set and I see other actors, and they always say, "Oh, the boy is going to get ready very early," because he has very little to do. He has to wear a pair, shirt and whatever, and just turn up. While the girl has to go through a lot of layers of things that they have to do. They have to get the shoes right and this right and that right. So men get away easily, I think, or rather, women are far more forgiving when it comes to men.
No. I live with a
like
man.
she said, a man looks nice in a white shirt and black pants, so she's being very, very forgiving because he's probably like quite lazy to like do other things, but men are not.
Listen, I live with a man who takes triple time than what I get. I can, yes. And because, not just because he wants his every hair strand to be in right place, he wants every skin correctly. I will do my makeup in 10 minutes, hair in 10 minutes, and I'm ready in 20 minutes. And that's thanks to our modeling career also because we already didn't have much time. So I'm like, I'm ready and waiting. and he's doing, then he'll check his pocket square and he'll match it, then he'll see what I'm wearing. He's like, no, I can't wear this pocket square, you're wearing this dress, so and I'm like, just wear something. So then he'll change and he'll do some whole ramp walk and thing. So he is very, very particular, of course, coming from this fashion background, and he understands fashion and style in totally different way.
I was just going to say, she's talking about Rahul Dev.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I mean,
Come
he's the
on.
OG.
Like, how can you not expect
I had
him
a
to
crush
be
on him, you know,
so
like-
particular. Have you seen his abs?
Yeah. But yeah, but he's so particular that it makes me feel like, oh God, like, am I? And so I want to like do something more, but then I am quicker. But yes, but men, it's not always. But yeah, what you're saying, but he is like, there are different men. He'll keep changing, and shoes, and there'll be 10 shoes in a line, and he'll choose and wear. Oh God, yeah. So it's
So
person to
I think from whatever we've spoken, all of us agree that, you know, style and showbiz, very often they complement each other rather than, you know, the other
Yeah.
way around, right? So, yeah. But the downside of this, like you discussed, you know, Madhuri's blouse from Hum Aapke Hain Kaun.
Yeah.
The purple color is also imitated till
Yes,
today.
yes.
So, you know, that sometimes you get, if you go into one of these side streets, you'll also get cheap imitations of the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's also the downside which we have to live with. Can't help it. I mean, obviously,
Well, I don't know if that's the downside. In fact, I see it from a perspective that people who probably cannot afford high fashion or expensive fabric, so they still desire to be able to look like an actress on screen, right? So I think of course, if you're going to be a fashion critique and sit there and judge everything that walks down the red carpet, we all were like, oh my God, what is she wearing? Or what? That's from a different perspective. But I see it from a fact that, you know, when my family couldn't afford much, was I still able to, you know, get that Kimi Katkar outfit at, say, 150 rupees from right off the rack, you know, in a store? Was my mother able to make my wish happy? I see the good side of it. That people can be and live the lives of the stars on the screen with that. Yes, from a fashion perspective, I'm sure fashion designers are not happy about that. That, oh my God, a Sabyasachi getting copied there, or a Manish Malhotra. Of course, it makes them unhappy. But also they become, today we know names of designers, right? When Manish Malhotra started designing for films, no one knew who Manish Malhotra was. But today we know that those kurtas that Madhuri Dixit wore in Dil To Pagal Hai, and everyone went crazy about it, that, you know, the sheer ones where we started wearing it with those bra tops inside, it was possible because of a man called Manish Malhotra. And we didn't know that.
in those movies.
Correct, Karishma Kapoor.
That's right.
So I think designers have much to thank the audience for, that they are today where they are. I include actors, stars, all of us. So I don't think we should look at it from a fashion perspective only. Of course, the judgments will be there forever. I mean, also it happens on moti ho gayi hai, patli ho gayi hai, mota ho gaya hai, patla ho gaya, botox kitna karaya hai, nahi karaya hai. I just had a baby less than a year ago, so I know all of that. So that's all right. You have to be yourself in the industry, and we have a lot to thank the audience for. So cheap or not, 150 or 1,50,000, I think showbiz and style will always rock together.
And the best part, if that outfit is on the road and masses are buying it, that's when it's the mark that it's a super hit.
yes,
It's a hit.
Yes.
It's a mark that.
I mean, so if you see the trend, the biggest superstars of our country and the style that they endorsed, be it Rajnikant or be it Bachchan Saab, obviously, or Dharamji, or they've been very, very simplistic and on some level even a little flawed. If you were to see, precisely from the lens of a fashion critique, they would not probably like match up or like tick a lot of boxes. But the fact that there was a sense of a little flaw in it is what people could relate to. And that's why it became so big, whether it's, I don't know, and world over. Julia Roberts said in Pretty Woman, or
Yes.
or any of these movie stars who made it like, substantially big in their careers, and their styles have gone crazy. Or Salman, for that matter. I don't think he
Absolutely.
cares about what is the trend these days. He does his own thing,
Yeah.
and people follow it. So, and I'm sure he's intelligent enough to understand what regular people would like. You know, he's probably has better judgment on them than most people do.
Yeah, because like I said, style gives you agency. It allows you to do your own thing, be your own person, add your own swag to proceedings. So I mean, I'm sure you girls would agree with that, right? You walked into a room and had people looking at you because you're so stylish.
Style also doesn't have much to do with money. Yes, when you have money, you do have a lot of access to a lot of things. But I would say that in showbiz, some of the styling is done keeping in mind, do I want it to be accessible? Do I want it to be something that girls in small towns replicate? Or then do I want it to be aspirational? I may not be able to buy it, but I want to look up to it. So I think there is a lot of thought that goes into these details, and these are things that help in marketing and promoting and everything. Something as simple as Alia's saris in Tum Kya Mile. You know, I'm very sure they're all so smart and well versed with these things that
Yes.
like a Karan and a Manish were aware that we want this trend to come, and lo and behold, it's incredible, you know, what it does for the market. And it might be controversial for me to say this, but Gohar, I completely agree, and I'm always very impressed to see some of the knockoffs because the artistry in it is phenomenal. I mean, if I was the brand, I would be like, come, let's do something together, you know. So I don't think I would ever look down upon, I mean, others would disagree, but I would not look down upon people trying to make a certain popular design accessible for more people.
Totally valid point. But you know, we were just talking when you discuss a subject, you go the whole hog, you go 360 degree. So you talk the pluses, you talk the minuses. So, but coming back again, like I said, to style, Tejasvi, you think, you know, was it inherent? Is it again because you're maybe perhaps more new to this than some of us? So do you think, you know, it was cultivated? Did you try something? Or was it just something that was always there? I mean,
Honestly, I feel like, especially coming from a middle class family, I really feel like there's a huge population in our country which isn't like the first year, like they're not rich. Like I feel like 70-80%, we're all like middle class people. It's very difficult for us to initially, when you do enter this industry, or even if it's your wedding, for us to be like a Sabyasachi bride or like a Manish Malhotra bride, or just wear a Falguni and Shane Peacock. It's tough. So for you to get knockoffs, it's easy. I initially did do that because like I had to go for an event and I was like, I didn't even know this concept of stylists. Like I was like, oh, I don't have this. So I just went online and I got this, some fabric, and then I got it stitched from my local tailor. And then when I had these other actors, they were like, oh, you can hire a stylist, you can do these things. Which is why I was like, oh, so these are the things that matter. Now I started hiring the best stylists there are. I started wearing really good designers. But there were times that I was appreciated better when I was wearing something that actually looked good on me, irrespective of who the designer was or who the stylist was, which took me a while to learn that you can, I mean, irrespective of however senior and well versed the other person is in the industry, you know yourself the best. And when you know that this is looking good on you, it is going to look good on you. A lot of times they try to kind of like teach you, oh, that's, you don't wear that with that. Oh, that's not how it's done. Girl, don't do that. And to me, it was like, oh, yes, I'm going to start talking like that, you know? So then I'll be a part of the whole, like, the cool gang. And then I realized that's so not the case, bro. Like, the second you start saying what you actually truly feel like, then you're the cool one. Because now you're not talking like you're not one of the sheep, like the herd mentality. Now you're literally talking about your real, true experiences. I've spent a lot of money on like all of these things, and I mean, we really work hard for every penny that we've made. And I mean, I've learned a lot of things. So I think on the basis of that, I think easily, slowly, when I see these trends of these boyfriend jeans coming back, tank tops coming back, crop tops coming back, and these corset tops coming back, I feel like, oh yeah, so we're literally going back to the basics. I should have stuck with what I initially knew was always going to be right, like, you know. So it's fine. I think that's where I learned, where I saw myself doing better, trying different things, of course, looking at other people also, but not always. Whenever I was looking at other people, I had the access to it. So I was like, what's the point? ये तो मिलने नहीं वाला है, तो अभी इधर से inspiration क्या ही ले? So I was like, हम खुद ही अपना करते हैं, देखते हैं क्या ठीक लग रहा है, क्या ठीक नहीं लग रहा है. And that's really how I went with it.
Thank you, Gohar. Thank you, Mukta. Thank you, Tejasvi. Thank you, Shreya. Thank you, Sumit.
Thank you so much.
This was a really, really nice session.
Yeah, we're all very talkative, which is great.
Which is awesome, actually. While you spoke about, you know, transitioning from being an actor to a mother, you've done it also beautifully. That's like you
Thank
made your
you.
own style statement.
so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was
everyone.
fun. Thank you, audience, for being so
Thank you.
patient
Thank
and
you.
lovely.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
It was
you.
Lovely.
Do we please have a huge round of applause for all of them? What lovely tidbits of life, of style, of fashion, of themselves. Hey, good on you, Tejasvi. So my name is Prerna, and Meena, thank you so much for having all of them here. I have a few questions I'm quickly going to ask and get done with. If you don't want to answer, please answer. So you really don't have a bigger choice. But this one's for you, Gohar. As a celebrity, you're constantly in the spotlight. How do you prioritize comfort without compromising on style? Because I can understand if one day you do not want to like dress up and still take a flight, because you've got to take a flight.
Correct. I'd like to define it like this, that I am not fashion crazy,
Okay.
but I am style confident. That means that I will not follow something just because it is trendy and it's in fashion. I will wear something only and only when I know that I'm absolutely comfortable. It is my personality that I can add to it. My father's best friend, his name was Sarvan Uncle, is, Alhamdulillah, Allah give him a long life. He's in his 90s right now, but his personality was the best personality that I've ever seen in my life, other than my father. And when I was very little, I remember him telling my mom, they were having a discussion and I was sitting and watching and whatever, learning. And he said, Bhabhi, Hindi mein bolungi, he said it in Punjabi, he said, Bhabhi, इंसान को ना ये नहीं बनाता है, ये बनाता है. यानी कि आप अपनी चमड़ी हो, आप कुछ भी पहन लो, आपको वो जचना चाहिए. You should be you. And that's what I have followed in my life. So I don't follow fashion, but I will never step on a red carpet if I'm not owning it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gohar, yaar. Gohar. That's Gohar for you guys. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I remember seeing one of your thing. You had not worn your earrings and you were coming out of the set and the paps are clicking your picture. You're like,
नहीं, मत लो.
मेरा look complete नहीं है, मत करो. And I'm like, that's so amazing. You know, I've seen that on Insta.
But that's the thing. I mean, we genuinely, as much as we like the stylish all, we like the honest all as well. Which is why we like you all more. If that makes sense. Sumit, this one's for you. What piece of clothing do you think has to be in your suitcase? But it feels so air-like, baggage ka tension nahi hota. You need it. You need it as much as anything else which you do in your suitcase when you're traveling.
Shorts. If I could, I would just live in shorts and a t-shirt.
That was a short-est answer, but thank you so much, Sumit. Lovely. This one's for you, Shreya. What advice would you give to someone who wants to feel more comfortable and more stylish? मतलब हम जानते हैं कि हमें फैशनेबल बनना है, but अब क्या करें, हम तो आम इंसान हैं ना, तो हम क्या करेंगे स्टाइल करके?
I would say कि creativity important होती है. अगर आपको पता है कि firstly no one should do anything out of pressure is what I really feel. Especially if you're being told if you have to be an actor, so and so things must be done. But if you're not talking about people who have those aspirations in general, I would just say that have fun with your clothes. And sometimes fashion may not be comfortable, but it can be fun. So,
Yeah.
what is your intention? Do I want to have fun or do I want to be comfortable? The ideal match is when it's both,
Yeah.
you know. And it's okay if sometimes things don't go the way they plan, but that's when you really got to feel good and your personality comes into play. And like Gohar mentioned, it's about who you are. And I could be having a bad day, but be looking beautiful, but not really happy, and people can sense that energy.
Yeah.
So much of fashion and style is also the energy you bring into a room, and people will remember that energy. तो करो अपना fashion enjoy, but अपने खुद के energy पे भी काम करो.
That's
is
true.
what I would say.
I like your range, by the way. This is like personal stage for me as well, where I'm just giving compliments to everybody. I think when you go to the beach, I stalk you. When you're wearing your sari, I stalk you then as well. Shreya, I think you've got like excellent taste in fashion. Because it's damn fun. It's confident.
I can't fully take credit for it. It's developed over time, is what I would say.
That's
but
the
I've styled
thing.
myself today, FIR, so I'm happy. No stylist, just me.
Can we clap for Shreya? Please, thank you. ये personal है ये मेरा. तेजस्वी ये सवाल आपके लिए मुझे लगता है कि you know lingerie shopping in this country is very hush hush. You know it's very shh, and there's so many people in the country who do not wear their size. What advice would you give to people that now that we're talking, where we're breaking taboos constantly? ये lingerie shopping में ऐसे bra बोल ओहो है ना?
I'm just not sure if she's chosen the right candidate for this question.
I'll ask Mugdha the same question as well. I just want to know because you started with saying I have such great people with me. I want to know what's your answer to this. and then
Listen,
we
I
can-
think the best way that I deal in my life is before anybody else trolls you, you make like 4-5 trolls आप खुद ही कर लो ताकि कोई आपको कुछ बोल ना पाए. But never mind, to the question. Of course, I don't think it should be such a big deal
Yeah.
talking about going and bra shopping
Yeah.
or like even in terms of like sanitary pads. I feel the same thing. It shouldn't be such a hush hush conversation. But I mean, I did see a film in which like they have shown this where like Rocky and then the mother-in-law takes the son-in-law for
Yeah.
like bra shopping. I don't see how that would ever happen in real life. So that I couldn't really understand, but otherwise I've completely loved the film and I'm obsessed. Like
Yeah.
Ranveer has killed it. He ate it. Like I love the film, but otherwise in terms of like what really like fits you, I think it's extremely important for you to be healthy. Because if you do not wear the right size, because this is something that we were taught in school. So now I don't know how right that is, how true that is or not, but it's also one of the major reasons for like clots, and it's also a major reason for breast cancer.
Right.
Because like tumors are caused when you're like not wearing the correct size. So that is why I feel like irrespective of like what outfit you're wearing, or you know, if you like if it's showing or not showing, I honestly don't care if the strap is showing. I don't think it's a big deal. Or even if you're not wearing anything, it's cool, but as long as you're comfortable, please make sure when you're going out bra shopping, wear the correct size. There are ways of getting it right. And just for you to be healthy, I think you should. And conversations about it are like totally cool and totally not something that we should overthink about. I mean, it's a bra, like, I don't even think of it like as a big deal for me to even be able to answer it correctly. I mean, bra की बात कर रहे
I
हैं हम.
agree.
मतलब
I-
मेरे लिए इतनी common चीज़ है कि मतलब मुझे तो समझ इस जवाब ही देने भी ये
Can I just add a little bit to that? Now that I'm a mother, I feel like this generation can be the only generation that can bring about a change. So to all the women out here and men out here, when you become parents, I think it's important that you teach your kids that. That when you're entering a lingerie store, it's not a taboo that you chup chup ke bolo, bhaiya ye behan. That's the thing that needs to change. It's a part of what you wear every day. You should want a comfortable size. And as a parent, inshallah, if I have a daughter and a son, I will teach them the same thing. That ask for what you need because that's what you're going to live with. So don't have any shame in that. And this generation can change that. Yeah.
Thankfully, we've got influential people like you all who are really setting the script right, setting the narrative right, which is great.
I want to add
Anji,
to this
yes, please.
because it's very important. I know the brand we are talking about, and I want to say that's why I won't take the name of the other brand here. But it is. I took a while to understand my size because when I was growing up, it was like oh God, what is this? So it was when I was abroad and there was this particular brand and there was an awareness and they taught you, they took you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step to tell you what you should wear what. So I think today the brands are coming up with the awareness, there is a little awareness, people, we are not shy. These generation, I'm sure they are not shy, and there are a lot of variety that we can go try out, understand. There are these steps, there are these, ये पहनना चाहिए, ऐसे नापना चाहिए, ऐसे करना चाहिए. So that wasn't there when I traveled, and then I saw one international brand, and I was like, oh, this is how you do this. This is how. And internet was also not. We are like those 80s kids with internets, like also came very late in our life. So I'm saying today there is a major awareness. So brands also are helping. So when you walk into a lingerie store, you know what is good, bad, or suitable for you. So that's what I wanted to add. Like today when I also go, it's so easy. Now we know it, but still we keep fluctuating in our weight. So, we need to have it.
But you've set the foundation well, so that's a
Yes.
good thing. That's
Yeah, yeah,
amazing.
I also would like to tell the men that they
Yes.
should also wear comfortable things, other than like
Thank
when they
you.
are constantly pulling things out, it never looks
Thank
good.
you. I was actually
Just
going to come to
talk to
Sumit again.
people and then understand what shape is suiting and then just go for it. What's the big deal?
But Sumit, that's a good point. Most
Yeah.
men don't know
No.
exactly what's the
I
difference
also
between a
felt shy. I went to
boxer
this-
brief, correct?
I went to this store and there was this young girl and I was looking at obviously undergarments and then she came and said, what would you like? And then I was like, no, I was just browsing around and I started, unnecessarily I bought a t-shirt but I wanted to buy that. Then she chased me down and said, you want to buy them? I said, yeah, I do. It's like, which one? Like these are like this and then this one comes up till here. And I'm like, I don't know why, but I've come too close to you now in the past 5 minutes. We are like really close. And
हमारे बीच का पर्दा गिर चुका है.
बहुत नजदीक आ गए हैं हम लोग इस बातचीत में. Then I explained to her that नहीं ये भी और ये भी. Let me go the whole hog. सब ट्राई करके देखता हूँ eventually because ये आप वापस तो लोगे नहीं. तो yeah.
Also return नहीं कर सकते.
हाँ.
ट्राई नहीं कर सकते ना.
ट्राई नहीं कर सकते
That's
ना.
also-
अंडरगारमेंट्स में आप बॉटम्स नहीं
अब
ट्राई
हम
कर
सब
सकते.
बहुत क्लोज आ चुके
Right.
हैं.
अब हम लोग बहुत नजदीक आ
बहुत ज्यादा
चुके हैं.
इंटीमेट हो
अब
चुका
हम
है
एक परिवार है.
हम एक
Yes.
परिवार है. Sumit, it's important. और ये वापस से, like we've seen this right now. When we talk about lingerie, we're serious. When we talk about chaddi, underwear, we're joking. And that also should
Waiting
change.
for this word to come. I said,
Chaddi,
ये
no?
अभी तक क्यों नहीं आया?
Chaddi is just easier, but it's just amazing how when it comes to the men, it's a matter of laughing stock. When it's lingerie, then it suddenly becomes very, they have to talk with, a certain sense of responsibility.
Yes.
So I'm glad that you. I'm trying
Oh,
to
I'm
be
hurt.
serious here. I'm glad that you're hurt, and so are y'all, and where we can get this opportunity to listen. So thank you for being so candid in our family. Thank you very much.
Thank you.